I was listening to Young Jock. I am very interested. I always love when people be um, really speaking, their mind, their perspectives, their payment, their opinions, their statements. Like, it should be like you hit the nail on the head with that one, Um, and it was literally talking about somebody made a point. He made a point where the reason why um, men run through like so many women is because how society conditions them to do it, and it's true. Now, my whole perspective on this, and it may be true, may not be true. I may be completely wrong. I don't know. I'm not a man, but I really feel like when you're growing up, right? You need to feel like you are somebody from birth, right? And the first people that give you that sense of awareness, that you're able to explore yourself, right? Explore the things that you like, the things that you don't like, are your parents. Children don't know what they like yet. My son didn't know that he likes to do art. He don't know that he likes to swim. Like, he didn't know that he likes certain kinds of music. He didn't know all these things until he experienced those things, right? And it is both our jobs, right? My job and my ex-husband's job to expose him to new nuances, so this way he can see for himself what he takes to. And if there is not a strong sense of self that is cultivated, especially within those early years, when adolescent hits, you're going to want to be accepted from your peers. And if you don't have a good sense of self, you will start to look for what this sense of self look like. And that's usually the popular consensus. It is not underground. It is not indie. It's not the lone wolf. Sometimes that may happen, but majority of the time it is what popularity shows, right? It is majority of the house. And that's pretty much majority of what society accepts as deemable. And if everyone's wearing pink bow ties, I'm pretty sure your teenager is going to want to buy pink bow ties. That's Jordan itself, right? Tinker, the designer for Jordans. It went crazy when it hit the hood. It went crazy, right? It literally put Nike on the map to who they are today because of Jordans. And every single kid wanted them. Every single adult wanted them. And they still do. There are people that are sneakerheads. They collect and collect and collect to the day that they die, right? Literally have storage containers, storage units, right? Full of sneakers, collectibles. And you will look for what people think is the best. So that's what you're going to strive to be, because you want to be accepted, because you don't really know what you like. You may not even like Jordans like that, right? You may be I forgot the sneaker that I liked when I was in high school. It goes to show, right? We didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of money. I didn't actually own my first pair of Jordans until I was like in my 20s. Sad, right? I literally was like 24, 25 before I had my first pair of Jordans. And them shits, it's because I saw Rihanna wearing them shits. I was just like, them shits, I like that outfit. That shit is kind of dope. Like, I want to get that. Oh, okay, Riri, I see you, girl. And I was like, I want them. I want them sneakers. And don't like any other kind of Jordans. Yeah, I do. But it's something where I have to impulsively go and like be the first person online. No, No. I wear Target. I wear Target, okay, honey? Target. It doesn't matter if I have millions of dollars, billions of dollars. It doesn't matter. I'm wearing fucking Target. Because I like some of these styles, right? And shit, J. Crew, Target, runway stuff, doesn't matter, right? But I'm not gonna look down on Target. Shit, I'm not even gonna look down on fucking Rainbow estimate with some shit. You never know. You find a good tank top. That tank top will rock you for life, you know. So it is what it is, right? Every store has a piece, right? I'm not saying you'll get the whole outfit from Rainbow, but you may need a pair of socks, and them socks is fire. So it is what it is. We do what we have. And I think that we actually kind of broke out the box when it comes to fashion now, where people are designing their own stuff. It is not like I have to buy this particular name in order for me to be part of the elite. It is like I'm wearing my own shit. I got my name on the back of my label. Like my name is on the back of my shirt, you know. And it's like a sense of pride. Is a sense of self-identity pouring out in your self-expression. Creativity is one of the most important things in life. However you express it. But I do feel like, yes, what society deems as the social norm, that is what you are going to do. And if you do, by chance, have a good sense of self that you have cultivated from over the years before that adolescent mark hits, because your brain is doing all type of growing, right? It's all over the place. Your hormones are crazy. You are going to feel, and you're going to not want to be left out. You're going to want to feel good because people are going to tease you about anything, right? You cut your hair like that? You wearing this book bag? You got this notebook? Why you write like that? You live where? It's stupid shit, right? So you're going to want to be accepted and as many pillars as possible, without feeling shunned, right? Because we're social as creatures. If you are okay with being a lone wolf, you are literally looked up as almost leprosy. Leprosy doesn't necessarily always have to be a physical health thing. It can be society. It can be going against the grain. It can be literally George Orwell, like, you know, like Big Brother, like you're fighting against Big Brother. It can be that, right? You can be Keanu Reeves in The Matrix fighting against the majority. So that can be leprosy all in itself. I don't think a lot of people realize that. Now, I pretty much experienced leprosy on both sides, right? Tangible and intangible when it comes to social normities, right? So I've experienced both sides of this coin. And I tell you this, it's not fun. Because yes, I don't want to wake up every single day and have to deal with the backlash of someone's opinion. After a while, it does weigh down on you. And after a while, if you let it get to you, shit, you found me in the bed, couldn't get out of bed. Couldn't even take care of myself after that because I just didn't care no more because no one cared about me, right? No one was like, hey, how you doing? Everybody was just like, oh, it's the leopard, run away, right? And this is even before I just gave up, right? So it's just like the smell wasn't even there. You guys just didn't like me from before. Didn't even like my ass from before, right? So it was just like, fuck it. You don't give a fuck. So, you know, and yeah, I'm not going to go down that whole storyline again because you guys already know my story. But it can happen. When you are not accepted amongst your peers, you will feel the effects of it mentally. And when rejection happens constantly, if it's a constant thing, you will be saddened by it. And if you can't find a solution, depression can set in. Depression is literally just it's a solution that's not found for a problem that seems impossible. It's hopelessness. I can't fix this. I couldn't fix why I was not accepted. I was always a quiet kid. I was always a quiet teenager. Like, I never fit in with anybody. Not really. And the close friends that I did have didn't turn out to be such good friends and afterwards. You know, it just is what it was. It ran its course. I wish people well. I pray that they have joy and they find everything that they want to do in life. But things just run its course. But Young Jock is very right. If society is pushing that the more numbers that you have as a man, the better you look in the status quo, then you're going to do that. You can have all the things that make you give a good sense of self, right? But it will still be challenged when you come out into the world. When you're a teenager, when you're a young adult, it doesn't matter how many times your parents have praised you. It doesn't matter how many accolades you have achieved as of growing up. It doesn't matter how many things you like and how much things you know that you like or dislike. They will be challenged when you enter the world. And it's an active choice that you stand by your principles of who you are, or you rather forfeit to come up to the cookie cut facade. It just is what it is. And how strong you are with your will and your mindset. And if you're happy to be who you are. And the biggest thing, I think that the stronger, when you have a strong sense of self, you know the maker. The maker tells you who you are because he knows exactly who you're going to be, right? He knows exactly who you are right now, and he knows who you're going to be. So it's just like he'll show you shit that you never even phantom, right? You'll be like, I always loved music, but I didn't know I liked composing. You know, he takes you so deep in the levels, right? You literally become a glacier. You listen to music, and now your ass is starting to write music, right? Or sing music, right? Now, some people are naturally talented. I am not one of them, but I be trying. Can I say that I grew from the first time I was singing, like probably like 2 years ago? I should pray to God. I hope so. Hopefully I can hold a note, stay in tune, not be tone deaf, and not be crazy with it. Now, I know sometimes I don't be hitting the marker even to this day. I know, I understand. But hopefully I've gotten better, right? But I went through this whole journey where I kind of found out that it's just like, you really love singing. You really love designing. You really love mental health. Like, you love it to the core, right? You love knowing people. You love business. You love business. You love finding how people tick. And it was just something that it's just like, oh, God will take you from one thing and take you all the way down to the sub-levels of sub-levels. And it's just like so many gems of wisdom. It's just like, yo, wow. I didn't know how much I can grow. God is just like, I told you, boo. I told you. Who your homie? You. It just is what it is. But stand in your principles. Stand in your principles. Take this as a learning lesson, yo. Take my life as a learning lesson. Yeah, I made mistakes in my life. I'm not perfect. But when I loved. And I gave the purest of myself. And I would say nobody deserves, right? Know who you with. Because sometimes you are harming the person that will love you to hell and back. And God forbid you lose that choice because you're trying to get as many girls to come up with society and what society says is normal. You end up losing out on something that you will try to find for the rest of your life. Just think about it. We don't have to be mean girls. We don't have to be, we don't have to be jerks. We don't have to be dickheads. I called somebody a dickhead earlier today. I was playing, but he was like, "You called me a dickhead?" I said, "I called you a whole dickhead." I was just like, "Lord Jesus, help me." I was playing. No, he knows I was playing. I kid, I joke. But it is what it is. You don't have to do that, right? We can be better. We can go above the societal norm, right? We don't have to succumb to what we think, what society thinks you should be, right? You don't have to have a tiny waist and a big ass, right? You don't have to have a straight nose and straight hair, right? You can spot, honey. When I went outside with that fro, it was frizzy, but that fro was there. It was there, baby. Okay, it was giving fro like vibes, and I didn't care. And it was just like, it was my hair, like. And I've it's crazy because if I would have succumbed to the societal norm, I had someone tell me to go change my hair because it looks horrible and it looks like a nappy mess. And the person wasn't even black. And I was like, wow, that really hurts. Your dick? But it was just like, I forgive you. You don't know any better. You don't know. Because if I said some shit to you of equivalence, you feel some type of way, right? You'll be looking at me side eye. Probably the person would have laughed it off, but they would be looking at me afterwards like, this bitch. Like, so you don't have to, because the world's going to attack you anyway. Society is going to attack you anyway, because it's trying to make you go with the flow of what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you be of the world, and you're not supposed to be of the world. You be in the world, but don't be of the world. But society, shit, it's like the devil's illest plan. Like, if I could fuck with your self-awareness and fuck with who you are and the confidence of who you are, right? You're God's child, my love. If you get shaken with that, or if you don't know it at all, right? Because I didn't know who I was at all at a lot of points in my life. And then even snippets of it trying to pop out, I still couldn't piece things together to really find myself whole. Literally fragmented pieces. But when you get that wholeness, it's very hard for society to shake that once you're rooted, when you're deeply rooted. But the devil knows this, and the devil comes in the most alluring way, right? It's like, if you're like this, you're celebrated, you're accepted, you're loved. But is it agape love? Because God forbid you don't wear your Jordans tomorrow. Are they going to spit you out like a leopard? Are they going to be like, what are those? Or are they going to be like, oh, what's up? That's Ronnie down the block. like it's nothing new, right? What's going to happen when you hear, what are those? Are you going to wear your Jordans every single day? Why? Nigga, you know you like Converse. You know you like Converse. You love Converse. You wearing Jordans. Stop it. Alright? You got bunions and shit because you wearing fucking Jordans right now. Wear the Converses. They fit your flat ass feet. This is what it is. People be walking around hurting. And Jordans is a beautiful sneaker. But you gotta know what fits you and what you like and what you need. Fuck all of that. What you like, what you need. Know what you need versus wants versus needs. And if you know what you need, you'll be set for life. Now, I can't tell you what you need in your life, right? But I can tell you how I found mine. And you're gonna be, oh, it's the Jesus talk. Yep, it's the Jesus piece. You can try it if you want to. I get it. If you don't want to, I get it. But, you know, give it a try. Never know. And that's it. I think that's all I want to say. But yeah, shout out to Young Jock, because like Young, he was setting up gems. Like, and I am actually, I'm very interested and eager to finish watching it, because it was just like, yeah, he's telling the truth, telling the fucking truth, and like on some real shit.